So you told me Alice is about 10 months old, and she's been with you a couple, maybe 3 months. And what is it that you would like to know about her?
Well, her name is Alice. The gals at the shelter named her that because she was found wandering down the streets of downtown. Very emaciated. She weighed a whole 7 pounds when she came in.
Oh.
She's now at 15. She's good.
Oh, good. Good.
So I just kind of want to get a little insight on her.
Past.
Yeah, a little bit about her past, how we can better train her, work with her to, she's still having some potty issues. She's not really cueing us as to when she needs to go, so.
Well, she definitely has puppy energy still. So she's got a lot of, I would much rather play than do anything you would like me to do. And the world is kind of her plaything. Like, I was watching her for a couple seconds before, and she just wrestles with anything that will stand still long enough. So, like, whether it's a cat, oh, there we go. Or another dog or whatever, or me if I would let her, she's a sweetheart. She doesn't feel like she ran away. She feels like somebody had a litter, didn't know what to do, and kind of let them go. So a lot of what she did was kind of figure things out on her own, and she's going to need a little bit more, I don't know, boundaries, if that makes sense, and consistency as far as getting her to know how to behave like a dog that's a companion animal would, because she should have gotten it when she was a little bit earlier, a little bit younger, but she hasn't learned that yet. Yeah, but she's actually very warm, and she feels very safe with you guys, which is really nice. And she didn't come out of her time on the street feeling any particular like animosity, so I don't get like she hates men or she hates, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. She actually just is a little fearful at first, but that's not a problem at all. She'll get over that really quickly. She also feels a lot like she's a lot smarter than she maybe even lets on sometimes. So the more you can kind of like teach her tricks and engage her mind and that kind of thing, the better off she'll be. She's really smart. So, and she actually feels like after she's gotten her feet wet a little bit as far as like, learning commands and things like that, she'd actually be a really good therapy animal if you wanted her to be. She's got really good energy. She deals with new stuff pretty well, and she's pretty good with different people. She's got a good disposition for it, and she's also just sweet. She's a sweetheart. So we think a lot of different people would really benefit from her coming through like senior centers or hospitals or that. She's so funny because she actually really loves being on your lap. Like there are some big dogs that think they should be lap dogs, and there are some small dogs that don't know that they can be, and she's just right on. She
loves it. She'll get right up on me. She'll come up and just kind of plop her head on my shoulder, things like that.
She's a sweetheart. She's very loving and very warm, and it feels like you might get like some big noises that scare her sometimes, but just the more comfy she is in her surroundings, the better she's going to be. Yeah, she's good. Any other questions?
She is chewing everything.
Yeah.
The only way we can keep her from chewing up other things that she shouldn't be chewing is keeping bones in, and she goes through them like in a day.
Yeah.
So do we keep doing that? Is that keeping her happy enough for her to not go, oh, look, there's a cord, chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh, look, there's a hat of Dad.
Something
we rip it apart.
Yeah.
Right.
It feels like for now it is. If she continues to do that, like if she's doing that in the next couple months, I would say that then we've gone from like puppy energy to maybe nervous energy. And then you might want to try some things that kind of, help with nerves. It feels like the little dog that you're
Coda?
Yes, the older one. Yes. Oh, why? Like sometimes makes her a little nervous because it just because like the energy is a little bit stressful and like, what are you doing? You're a young whippersnapper. Yes, exactly. It feels like she'll grow out of it, honestly.
Okay.
It almost feels like she would be 10 months. She might be 10 months. But she feels like in her development a little bit more like 6 months. So it's almost like once she got with you guys, she kind of started the puppy training. So it's a little delayed, but that doesn't mean it will ever stop.
Awesome.
She's great. She's such a sweetheart.
We love her.
Yeah.